Hi guys. It's nice to be on today. Um, it is windy out. I just came from outside and that wind is blowing like crazy. Um, I had to go donate clothes, but I just got back and so now it's time to paint. So anyway, I haven't got my colors ready yet. I figured I'd show you what colors I'm using. I'm using blue for one. I've got my new palette here. I'm going to use white. Look at this. I'm using this big thing of white. Well, I'm not using all of it. What I might do today is I might paint a castle. Because I painted one yesterday. It looked pretty good. Um, I want to make my paintings a little bit better. Um, I was going to use brown, but I'm going to use this color instead. Flamingo red. It's a very pretty color. I think it's more on the red side than anywhere else. But yeah, I'm going to use flamingo red. And I might use some, I hate, I hate when they wrap these up so good that you can't get the wrapper part off. But anyway, and I might use some yellow. And I think that's about it right now. I'm just gonna like make myself a castle, which I'm trying to find a good brush here. Now you're gonna use this brush, it's number 3/4. I guess it's a flat brush. I'm gonna paint the sky first. I'm using an 8x10 stretch canvas for this project. And you can use whatever size you want. But I'm going to paint the sky. Then I'm using white. I'm using just white and blue. Make it lighter. Then my sky is going to end up about right there. And then I'm going to add yellow on the bottom, very bottom part. My computer should be in sometime this week, which I can't wait. It's going to be a new computer, so it's going to be in sometime this week. And now, what I'm going to do is probably wait a while before that dries. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil. There's a truck across the street, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to take my pencil. Actually, I guess I could paint the ground. I'm going to paint that like this kind of green. I got all kinds of different colors. Of course, I could probably just use 3 colors and mix all the colors, but I just rather go this route. So what you want to do, it looks green already, but that's the sky. I guess blue and yellow make green. Okay. I'm just gonna paint green all the way down to the bottom. I know it looks like it's all green from here to there, but no, part of it down here is the sky, the horizon, so it does look the same. Which, that's supposed to be, let me see, it's supposed to be yellow like that. But that's a pretty color though. I'm using the same brush, basically. So, and when that dries, or being close to dry, you can you have the castle. But at first, I'm gonna have to make the castle kind of small because the canvas is small. So I have to make it kind of small. I'm gonna use a blow dryer on this. I usually don't use a blow dryer because it's just too noisy. But I'm just using very little. And if you want to, you can put on a second layer if you want to. Most people would put on a, most most people would put on a second layer, but usually I do and usually I don't. So I'll probably do it because it might look cool with a second layer. It's kind of a, well now the green is kind of on the sky, but that's okay. That's okay. It's not gonna really hurt it. It does look kind of cool though. Actually supposed to be blue, but that's okay. It kind of blended because of that. I did rinse the brush a little bit, but it does kind of look pretty away. And then now, that's enough of that brush. You can take a pencil or you can use chalk or actually I got this pencil too, which is kind of nice to use for tracing. Um, I might decide to use this pencil. It's a see these. This is graphic pencil, and this one has two. So it doesn't matter which graphic pencil you use. So I'll be back and I go sharpen this one real quick. What I always say is always when you paint, always either wear an apron or you can find a kind of a, or you can find an old shirt and wear that over your clothes because if you don't wear an apron or an old shirt or whatever, you'll get paint all over the place. I wear so many clothes already that I just got paint all over my pants and that's actually where I've got paint on them. So I'm just going through these brushes and see which ones I'll probably need. A lot of these, that one maybe. I got a lot. I got more detail brushes than because I do use a lot of detail. Asshole. What you want to do is make like squares. There's one square. The sides should be kind of small, and then make a bigger square like that. I hope you can see that, but if you can't, I'll be painting it anyway. So, um, and this one you could make it round if you want, which I'm gonna make this one round. I'm trying to learn how to do round buildings and stuff. So, and then make this one maybe a little bit smaller, but round. And like that, see? That's just part of the castle. Um, I'm gonna make some rooftops, and they're gonna be like square or rectangle. Or no, triangle. Sorry. There's one rooftop. And there's another one. And another one. Okay, now what you want to do is, you know how castles have on the roof, they have kind of a like this. Hold on. What you want to do is make it like the roof kind of goes like that. Like, see how that roof is? If you can't see it, I'm sorry. But darker color. So, um, but yeah, that's part of the castle. Now I'm gonna make the door, which is gonna be kind of round. And then I'm gonna make a window here. I don't really know how many windows castles have. Um, but you can probably make as many windows as you want. Actually, windows are not straight across; they're kind of curved at the bottom or at the top, like that. Yeah, can't really call this a castle, but it's kind of like a castle. Um, add, you might want to add two more windows over here on this one, and two more over here. It's kind of hard to draw a castle when you don't have a picture or anything, but anyway, that's my castle. So what you want to do now is take kind of a small brush, like this is a this I think is a liner brush. What you want to do is you want to paint the castle. And so what I do is I just paint it this color. I just paint it very gently, because I don't want to paint in the windows or anything. So I just paint very gently. Because you don't want to cover the windows. You don't want to cover the windows. You want to go paint around the windows. Because the windows are going to be a different color. Windows are going to be a different color, so you don't want to just And I know this brush might take a while to paint the castle, but the painting, you gotta be kind of patient sometimes. So if you get into a rush, you're gonna miss your whole painting. I think this color's pretty. The barn color, I think it makes it come out a lot more. Last castle I painted with brown, and came out good. It actually did, but I made the middle part a little bit bigger. But this time, you just gotta take your time. Of course, this paint just keeps drying out my brush. That's why sometimes it's better to have a little bit thicker paint, which I don't have, so I gotta use this paint. I don't rush through things that much. I mean, I know painting takes a lot of time on your hands. Because what I'm going to do is with the roofs, I'm going to make it kind of a same color and white to it. And these ones, I'm just going to like make it round, like paint it round. I'm still trying to learn how to paint round buildings, round anything. So if when I'm done it doesn't look like it's round, um, just bear with me because I'm learning how to paint round buildings. So darn fly, there's a fly in here now, and it's bothering the heck out of me. So yeah, we got flies like crazy. I guess they're coming out now. It's that time of year, I guess. See how I paint like around the windows? I don't go into the windows or anything. I just paint around them. But you don't want to paint in the windows. Because with the windows, I might paint them like yellow or whatever. So so I'm just painting. I'm just painting with it around the windows. So you can see I'm painting the castle red this time. The one I painted yesterday was brown and a little bit bigger. This one's going to be smaller because it's on a smaller canvas. But yeah, I'm just taking my time painting this castle, and we'll see what it looks like after it's done. Right now it's looking pretty good. So this part, the round part, is going to be kind of difficult because I'm not used to painting round buildings. But we'll make it. We'll make it happen. Yeah, that wind is bad out there. I hate. That's one thing about the weather that I hate the most is the wind. I mean, it's not even fun to go out in this kind of weather. I mean, rain is bad too, but not as bad as the wind. I'd rather deal with the rain than the wind, personally. But it's Mother Nature. Can't make up its mind. So see, when I paint this building, or when I paint this part, you know how I go around to paint it? I don't go straight back and forth. I just paint it like going around. Otherwise, it won't look like it's round. It'll look more like it's straight. Now, it's kind of hard to paint around. Going around just takes a lot of patience. So I'm just gonna go around like this. It just takes a lot of time to go around these buildings. There's one. Now this one I gotta go around it also. So far so good. My internet's still going. Like I said earlier, I'm still waiting for my new computer. It should be here sometime this week. I just hope it's today. It's like it's sometime between now and Thursday. Go figure. They won't tell you exactly when or day, but they say between now and Thursday. It's like life, life has to be patient, especially nowadays. Everybody's so patient. I'm not. I try to be patient, but I'm not personally. Like this painting, I have to be patient with it. I gotta kind of go slow. You know how some of my paintings I go pretty fast. This one I'm gonna take my time because it's just kind of, to me it's kind of harder a little bit. Because it's a castle. And I gotta make it kind of the way a castle actually is. So you could tell a lot of my stuff is realistic. It's just, a lot of it's just paintings. I don't really go realistic paintings. I just paint. So a lot of artists, um, their paintings are so realistic, and it's like it's all right for me not to be like that because I like to be unique on paintings. It makes it more fun. Sure, realistic paintings are real pretty, but I mean, not everybody has to paint like that. You could paint however you want to paint. Nobody should judge you by your paintings. So I'm just doing this part. I'm using white and that red. A lot of brushes that you buy at the store or wherever, a lot of them are not that great. Um, I'm still trying to figure out what brushes are the best. I do have a lot of brushes, but a lot of them are not really great. And I'm trying to learn from what brushes are the best. And in life as a painter, you just got to try different brushes and see which ones you really like. And of course, if you don't like the brush that you buy, well then either donate them or just keep them until, I don't know, just keep them for extras in case one of them breaks or whatever. At least you got brushes. Because I can't even count how many brushes I have. But I got more than one. I probably got at least, oh, I don't know. I didn't count all my brushes. I just buy them and don't even count them. I know I got more than, probably, probably got more than 100 paintings that I can't seem to get rid of. That's me too. If I like a painting real good, it's hard for me to part with it. But then I tell myself, well, I can paint something as good as that one. I can probably get it nicer or just paint it as good as that one. So that's what my thoughts are. If there's painting that's hard for me to part with, that's one thing I say is I can get another painting just like it, but it might be better. So it's no big deal for me anymore. It's really no big deal if I sell a painting that I really like. Because for one thing, that's why I take pictures of my paintings that way. They're on my phone still, and I don't have to really miss it too much. So anyway, now I'm gonna do the windows yellow. if you wanted to, you could leave the background white and put the castle there where the background is where it's white, but I didn't do that. I just colored the background and well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because castle still will show. I never really keep the background white because I always like color in the back of it. So I know one time I painted a German castle. Oh boy, that was hard. That was really hard. Um, it kind of looked like it, but um, German castles are hard to paint. When you're not really when you're not really ready or prepared for it, it's hard. Actually, it ended up being a German castle. It is. So never make painting as hard as you can manage because if it's too hard for you, then don't paint it. Of course, I paint all the hard stuff anyway. So now we're gonna do the door. The door is gonna be the same color as the castle. I'm just gonna add a little bit of red, white, and yellow for the door. You don't want the door the same. Well, you don't exactly want the door the same color as the castle. It has to be a different color. That way you know it's a door. So with this painting, I'm only using 2 brushes and 5 colors. Usually I use more than 2 brushes, but this painting, I'd rather just use 2 brushes. Okay, now, let's see. Now, put a little door handle. See, it's kind of hard to make round towers and stuff. The path. And now, that. And put some white over here. If it's too white, just add some red and it'll blend quite well. Okay. Now I'm gonna make some clouds, but I need a bigger brush. Um, it's this brush. Now we'll see how my clouds turn out. I think with clouds, instead of adding a lot of white, just barely add a little bit of white, and it'll blend really nice. And so what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of grass. I need a better brush with green and yellow. A liner brush does so well with grass and stuff like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some trees or uh, the distance. As you can tell, you can't really tell with pencil marks that the lines are there. But now I'm just blending all this in. Yeah, with a liner brush, it makes the lines so easy to fill in. So when you paint, just take your time with it. There's no rush in things. When you add paint to your palette, try not to add too much paint. Because I always end up adding too much. And then it goes down the drain. It's hard not to add a lot of paint because you don't know how much paint a picture would be. But I think I've learned not to add so much paint. There's my castle. Now you could tell, I think hopefully you can tell those are round. Like I said, the round buildings are kind of hard to do. There's a certain way to make buildings round, or the tower round. It's just a matter of how to do it. But yeah, those are supposed to be round. So that's my small castle. And you can make your castle as big or as small as you want. You can do whatever canvas you want. Um, it's all totally up to you. So, but anyway, that's my castle. I think that's all I need to do right now. So Everybody has a good day. Um, hold on to your hat if it's windy out there. Anyway, have a good day. Bye now.